Good morning. Mary here with High Song Grows, bringing you Farmer Friday. A little bit about what's been going on around here this week. Morning, Esmeralda. So not a huge amount of exciting stuff this week. I've just been making soap like a crazy person and just trying to get all of my scents and things stocked back up. Worked on fixing the holes the digger made in the fence. Looked at some of the different options for like electric buzz collars with a wire and no wires and things like that. I still haven't really found one that I think is absolutely going to work for us. So I'm still looking. I'm still thinking about it. They're not cheap, and I hate to spend that much money on something that might not work. In other news, that huge knot that was on Miss Pennelbean's udder, it is shrinking. So that's really exciting. I'm so happy. Esmeralda was in heat the other day. Bambi was in heat yesterday. So crazy hormonal girls around here. We've had a little tiny bit of rain, like not quite 2/10 of an inch the other day. And it's overcast and trying to drizzle now, but I don't know if it's going to amount to anything. Yeah, otherwise we just keep on keeping on. I'll set up at the Globe Miami Farmers Market with our goat milk sugar scrubs, including prickly pear and coffee, a goat milk lotion in multiple scents. I'm almost out of Jell-O. Skin balm, 1 jar left. I'll be busy making more this week. And then we still have some goat milk soap and shampoo bars. Come on down. We're here in the train park until 11 o'clock. Oh my goodness. I guess that's been worth waiting for, eh? Let's hope it keeps up, because we sure need every drop. Never know what you're going to find around here. Good morning. It's Sunday. We're almost done out here. I gotta trim Miss Bean's feet up. I was gonna do it last week, but that centipede bite kind of put me out of commission for some things, so we're gonna get them done today. See if we can get her trimmed up and get her evened up. Just cutting off that extra hoof wall off the outside. Trying to take a little bit extra off her toes, because they grow really fast and really long. And then we've got, let's see, I gotta see if I can work on the holes diggers made in the fence. Maybe do a little pin mucking this morning. Gotta run to the store. Be still, Bummus. Yeah, be still. And then I gotta get a couple things at the store. And then later I have a friend coming up to get some stuff from me. And we'll see what else we get done today. Alrighty, they're not perfect, but they're better than they were. And they're a lot better than they were 2 or 3 months ago, when they had gotten way too long and were all twisted up and everything. So we're making some progress there. Let her finish her snack. And then we'll go take care of the milk and get ready to do other things. Okie dokie. Dishes are washed, milk's put up. I started a batch of rosemary shampoo bars. I just started a load of laundry. Making more coffee. And then I think before it gets too hot, the first thing I'm going to do is work on the holes that Digger has made in the perimeter fence. I don't know if I put sugar in there or not. No. I guess I had the thought, but it didn't happen. Okay. Onward and upward. So, this is where Digger was trying to get back in the other day. I'm thinking he went out the back and then was in the creek and tried to come in right here when I pulled up. And there's a little burrow brush growing through the bottom of the fence. So I have my Sawzall and we are going to cut that puppy out of there. Alrighty. I realize that this fence needs to be stretched a lot more. But I do not have the time today to go round up all the things and find the things, and probably have to mess around with my come along because it's been sitting out and it's probably rusty, and I probably need to get it and WD-40 it and all that kind of stuff. So today we are going to patch things up as good as we can, and then hopefully sometime in the future I can find somebody that can help me either undo all of this and stretch it like it ought to be, or that I will have the money to put up a whole new fence the way it should be. Because I didn't know a whole lot about doing fence when I first started this. I have learned a lot. I have learned that weld wire and chain link are lousy fence options if you have goats or big stupid dogs. So my next fencing, where I want to make more places for the goats, is going to be field fencing, and it's woven, so hopefully that will be the best option. Alrighty, I have some old pieces of an old pipe corral that I'm going to wire up to the bottom of the fence. I might can add some stakes if I need to. But I think I'm going to put this first one on the outside of the fence because the fence wire comes to the inside of the gate post. And I don't want the pipe to be like right there and interfere with the gate closing or anything. So this first one's going on the outside. Alrighty, a little better anyway. There's still a little bit more right here, but I think that's okay. I just really wanted to get right here at this low spot where I need to fill it in, and down at the corner, because I wasn't sure if the neighbor's dogs are trying to come in under the fence there or if it was all Digger. So just trying to reinforce things. Now I'm going to go look at the big hole that he made up in the back. So before I go work on that next section of fence, I'm going to stir up this milk and lye. Looks like we probably need some more little frozen milk cubes. Don't feel any more lye crystals in the bottom there, so we'll add some more lye and some more milk, and we'll go hang up the load of laundry I started and make some iced coffee, and then we will go work on the fence. Okay, so this is where Digger came back in the other day. I saw him while I was milking. He came right here and I don't know if that's where he went out, if that's just where he came in or what, but you can see it's pretty mangled right there. Now the fence on this corner did not come all the way to the ground on this side because of the slope. There was a gap, but I had put a lot of rocks and stuff there and we were just fine until now. So I'm contemplating, this is a short piece of fence here. Those chain link panels are just leaning up against it. And I'm just wondering if maybe I need to just run some of that new weld wire in here. But I'm not prepared to do that today. So I think what I'll do is I'll just patch this hole up as good as I can. It's starting to get a little warm. I'm gonna lose the shade in a little bit. So, and I have a lot of other things I need to do. So let's see what I can do with this hole for right now and then think about running weld wire when I go to put the weld wire on the pin back there. Alrighty, that's just going to be good enough for today. I got other things I got to get done, but I did cover up that big hole. So we'll see. I probably need to wire that end of it up, but I really need to go sit down and get a drink and catch my breath. Just finishing up chores. What, does theirs taste better than yours, Bashful? They just got plain pellets in those feeders. Oh, it's been quite a day. Turned my headlamp so I wouldn't blind the camera. So let's see, where did I leave you off? I finished getting the milk and lime mix for the shampoo bars. I still need to combine that with the oils and pour it in the molds. But while I was waiting for the temperature to equalize, I ran to the store, and then my friend came, and we went to the store to get feed that she needed, and came back and visited forever. I don't know how long we were standing around just talking about anything and everything and stuff. So that was nice to get to see her. She lives about 2.5, 3 hours from my house, so I don't see her very much anymore. We met through showing chickens. So everybody is fed and watered. We're going to take the milk in the house. Oh, wait, we haven't fed the cats and the dog yet. We got to do that next. And then we'll take the milk in and get it taken care of and wash the dishes and fix the shampoo bars. And then I can go to bed because I got to get up and go to work tomorrow. Okay, I don't know if the king snake is under Digger's tub tonight or not. We're going to see. Maybe if I can move it. Oh, not tonight. Just some bugs. I never know. Let's see what Digger did. Oh, it's gone to work, and the hose is laying by the fence, and he has drug it all in here. And now I don't know if he's chewed on it or something or not. I'll have to check that out. No, you're not going out right now. Yes, he did. He chewed it. A brand new $70 freaking hose. I am not happy with you. You are a bad dog. Good morning. It's Tuesday, which is trash day. So as soon as I'm done with milk stuff, I gotta round up all the trash and stuff the trash can. No sense when I'm taking it half empty. because I got to pay for it no matter whether it's full or it's empty. So, and then I have some other things in my mind. I need to fix a place to move the little plants to where they'll get a little more sun, but without dying. And then, depending on how hot it is at that point, I've been thinking about, since the little ducklings are integrated with the big girls and have access to the big mineral feeders, and they are eating from them, I'm going to pull the little set that's in their little house, and I'm going to go put it up in the boys' pen, because the boys haven't been on the mineral buffet yet. And I did just give copper to Bashful, and I bolused Tino. He took it like a champ. And Mr. Spots was a real stinker, and I couldn't quite get it in the right spot, and he kept chewing it up and spitting it out. So I don't think he got even half of the dose. So this way they'll have the copper and everything else that they need. And then I need to make tallow skin balm because I am totally out. I sold out last weekend, and I need to get a couple of batches of that made up. I got lotion that needs to be made, but I need to double check how much milk I've got and how much I'm going to need the next few days for other things. And then so I might put off making lotion till tomorrow or Friday, but we'll see. Besides that, my work table at the moment is covered in soap and shampoo bars, so that's another project. I have a big tall baker's rack that was given to me from my friends at Brick House Bakers down in Superior, that it didn't suit their needs anymore. And it's lovely, but it doesn't have any trays. And so I had used some scrap wood to make some little shelves in there. And I tried some foam board, but even doubled up, it won't hold the weight. It's sagged real bad, and some of the shelves are falling down. So I'm going to take some of that plywood that I was gifted and cut it to make some shelves. But I need to see if I have a good plywood blade somewhere for my little saw. And if not, I'll have to go buy one. So we'll see if I can work on that today or maybe tomorrow. And then I got to finish making a poster for Tino, Valentino, because I am selling him. And so I have been working on a poster to put up at the Little Feed store, because a lot of goat folks go there to buy their feed and hay, and see if we can find him a new place to live with some girlfriends, because he is very bucky these days. And then what else? Let's see. I don't know. We will see what the day brings us. See what the universe delivers to our doorstep. Okay, I'm working on putting a set of hoops together. Of course, I can't find my little bits that go on my the little nut drivers, because you know I probably have 2 sets of the darn things. Don't know where they are. Crazy. This place is starting to drive me nuts. Okay, I'm hoping that this hole will line up here, at least real close, because without the driver, there's no way I'm going to get it in there. Well, It's not gonna line up, guys. Not at all. So this end, whoops. Okay, I did find my driver bits. Finally had to go hunt them down because I couldn't get that one in. Got it weighted down with some water jugs. I'll probably add a couple more just because the wind can be really bad right through here. But now I'm going to go hunt up some 30% shade cloth. And the plan is that we'll cover most of the top and that far side, which is the south and west side, and we'll probably cover at least part of that end so that the plants will get sun in the morning, like right now, and then as the sun moves and the day gets hotter, they will get some shade. Okay, I just used some zip ties. I have some little clippies that are special made for these hoops. But some of them are lost and some are broken, and I didn't feel like taking the time to go hunt any up that were good. So I just used some zip ties. And I have some bricks weighting down the extra shade cloth on each end, which will also help keep the structure down on the ground in a high wind. So now I'm going to move some plants over here. Okay, so I got tied up on the phone with a goat emergency and then just visiting and talking about different things. And so now it's getting late and it's getting hot, but I'm going to see if I can't cut some of this plywood for my soap shelves and get that taken care of, or at least get them stacked up where I can sand them a little bit. I probably need to grab some sandpaper when I go to the store. And I got a fresh, brand new finished blade in my saw. So we're going to get busy. Okay. So, yes, this would be easier with a chalk line and my sawhorses. My sawhorses aren't set up, so I don't feel like doing that. It's getting hot. I want to hurry. So I have my old school ruler here. And I'm going to cut this sheet into pieces 18 by 24 inches. The shelves would actually take as long as 25 inches, but that doesn't divide evenly. So I'm just going to, it is okay. The brackets are long enough that, you know, they're all solid brackets. So 24 inches will work and be just fine. So we are going to mark some parts out here and cut these. And then I'll see how flexible the pieces seem to be. If they seem to be stiff enough, I will try them as single pieces. And if they seem to be too flexible, then I will double them up. But I'm just and this yardstick is probably 40 years old. It's like this place isn't even in business anymore. I don't know, part of the day got away from me, but I did get the plywood cut and I did get soap situated, hung the laundry, did the dishes, all those things, and now it's time to start doing chores. So, oh my goodness. Y'all are so loud. Alrighty. The bottom 4 darker brown eggs are from our Isa Browns. Okay. And the little greenish blue egg is from one of the sapphire olive eggers, these bluish gray girls. I have no idea who belongs to the beige barely tinted egg. I don't know if that's from one of the supposed to be olive eggers and she didn't get a blue egg gene, or if we have a really bad black copper Marans that's like not laying anything dark enough. So I don't know. I guess we'll figure it out as we go along and everybody comes in to lay, but kind of cracking me up today. Well, we are in deep doo-doo. We should have gone to the feed store today, and we should have got some hay pellets. And then my brain was like, oh, I think there's some in the car. Guess what? There's none in the car. And there's not enough for everybody to have some tonight. So, I guess I'm just going to put out a little extra hay and listen to them yell at me. Oh boy. Good morning. It's Wednesday. Just waiting for Miss Bean to finish her snack. She's almost done. And then we'll go take care of the milk and wash the dishes up. Need to work on mucking out some of the girls' pen. We got a little ammonia again. And then I'm thinking about the little mineral setup that's in the small side where the Dolings have been. Pulling that out and taking it over and setting it up in the boys' house, because these little girls can get to the big feeder with the big girls and they're eating out of it just fine. So we'll see if we can get that accomplished before it gets too hot. Gotta run get feed. Everybody was so mad last night when they didn't get no hay pellets. Oh, I was in deep doo-doo. I did give out more hay because they had eaten a lot of what they'd had earlier in the afternoon. So it's all good. It just... Nobody was happy when I left out here last night. Alrighty. Mucked. I put some DE down. Getting some sawdust pellets put down where the most pee goes. So, will you stop it? Quit being such a bully. And you know, DE is silica. I try really hard not to breathe it. I don't like throw it around. I put it real gently on the ground. And Miss Esmeralda was stuffing her face in the bag and eating it by the mouthful because the feeder was out of silicone. Alrighty, trying to decide what flavor I'm gonna make this batch of soap. I thought, well, I should probably look and see which one I have the most of, because I think I needed honeysuckle, lilac, and rose. Oh, we could do honeysuckle. We got lots of that one. Okay. So, making soap today. This is the hard fats, the lye, the coconut, and the beeswax. As soon as that's all melted, I will pour in the castor and olive oils and take this off the heat and let it cool off into room temperature. At the same time, I have frozen milk with a little bit of lye in there. The rest of my frozen milk is in a container in the freezer. We want to keep the milk and lye mixture cold, so I usually put a little frozen milk in and a little lye, then a little frozen milk, then a little lye. And just work it like that, stirring it up whenever I go by during the day. And then at the end of the day, when the milk has warmed up to room temperature and the fats are cooled off to room temperature, then I start blending them together. Alrighty, just kind of feeling the temperature. They're real close. I think the fat's still a little bit warmer than the milk, so we might wait a little bit longer before I stir this together. More soap. This batch is honeysuckle. No, you are not having no dates. No, ma'am. I know you're in heat. Yes, get up there. Good girl. Okay, well, it's kind of cool. I need to work on this area and try and clear this pathway some. I don't think we're going to be over 100 too much the rest of the summer, so we can put that Mr. Hose away, pick up trash, get things done. I gotta be able to get back there on the other side of that little fence to work on the pen for Bentley. Bit of a dent. I'm gonna think about what I want to do next here. I was gonna get my saw, but I do need a new coarse blade. I have a finishing blade on it for plywood right now, and I don't want to use that on these pallets, and I don't want to put the old blade back on because it's pretty well trashed, so we'll have to get a new one later. I'm gonna dig this stake out. I think there's a couple more. This is from when I had a tent shed up here, and it was extra staking to help keep them from blowing in the wind, which didn't really work in the end. Alrighty, so it did try to rain. It didn't even really wet the ground. I seriously doubt we got 1/100 of an inch. But I went in the house a little bit, and now we're kind of like sunny and then a cloud and sunny and then a cloud. But I went to fill the girls' water buckets, and I got a little hint of ammonia in there. So we're going to muck a little bit and put down some more DE. And then I got to take feed over to Mr. Bentley and run a couple errands. Alrighty, our little plants look like they're doing really good. I'm going to try and remember to grab some of these tomorrow to take to the farmer's market. Probably some of the red mustard, collard greens, and dill, and go from there. Okie dokie. Mucked in that girl's pen a little bit and put down some more sawdust pellets. Took and finished hauling some of that garbage to the trash trailer. You see we have intermittent clouds and sunshine. And I've got feed loaded up to go take to Bentley, run a couple of errands, and then come home and make tallow and skin balm and lotion. Alrighty. Ran and did errands, ordered hay. And I told my dealer that, Monday delivery's fine because I still got a couple bales sitting out there. Let's see. Had a chat with one of my friends, put up a poster about selling Valentino, the little buckling out of Bambi. Because he needs to go. And we need to get him sold off and out of the way. So we're washing up soap and lotion equipment because I didn't get to that last night. I was too tired. And we're getting it done now. We'll give it a few minutes to drip and then we'll wipe it out and go make some lotion. I just got to look at my list and see which one I need the most. Which one am I out of? So we'll figure that out in a minute. Okay, a batch of goat tallow skin balm is just about ready to jar up. I had all the other things measured out, ready to make lotion, and realized I didn't make any pasteurized milk this morning for this purpose. So I started that. I just use the Instant Pot. It'll do half a gallon of milk at a time, real easy. And so now it's ready, but now it's time to go to chores. So I will have to make lotion later after I get all done with feeding and watering and milking and all of those things. Yeah, what'd you do? What'd you do? Trying to make a hole in the fence, huh? Yeah, maybe that'll slow you down for a while. We haven't been too exciting today. I gotta finish milking and chores and then go and make that batch of lotion before it gets too late. Oh, got at least a little bit of stuff done. Not as much as I hoped for, but some small amounts of progress. What? Did we have a fly? Did we have a fly, Mommy? I don't know. Anyway, y'all have a good week and a nice weekend, and we will see y'all next time. Yeah, I think we do have a fly around here someplace. Yep, I see it. Okay, let's get rid of that before we lose the milk.